Mama?
Nana,
Mama?
nana, nana.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a week in my life. So today's video is, like usual, a compilation of a bunch of random things I did throughout the week. Now, today's video specifically features a lot of food, and some of this food is things that I've made a million times, and some of it are things that I never thought I would be eating or making, for that matter. So I'm very excited to share all of that with you. So with all of that being said, let's hop into my always random week in my life. So on this morning, I was pretty excited because Dan let me get extra sleep. So when Logan woke up, he actually took him downstairs to the couch. Now, everybody remember this shot of the pillows in the windows, because since this was filmed, Dan and I have turned into official adults and we actually put blinds in the windows. So very exciting times. Once I got up, I unplugged my LVs, put those on immediately, made my way downstairs and found my angels asleep on the couch. So I've told you guys that I'm working with a chiropractor here in town, Dr. Mark Wetzel at East Nashville Chiropractic, and he's been doing some electrical stimulation training with me. It's been really awesome, and I find myself actually craving these sessions in between my times seeing him, which is bananas because when we're doing these exercises, I low-key feel like I'm dying. I mean, not literally, but they're really intense. You could probably tell by my face. But yeah, I'm at the chiropractor twice a week as of right now, and I'm really enjoying it. Just a random shot of our insane sunsets here in Tennessee. The clouds and the storms that are especially dramatic in the summer make for the most beautiful sunsets. We went to the local coffee shop on this morning for me to get some tea, Dan to get some coffee, and we just hung out and soaked up the sun. All right, so here I am making the meal that I referenced in the beginning that I've made about 5,648 times. I don't know. And that is an omelet. You guys probably know this already, or you don't, but I refer to myself as the omelet queen. I just love making them. So I cut up all of my veggies. I stir fry them on the pan. By the way, my dress is from American Eagle and I love it. It's like a creamy colored denim kind of material. I don't know, it's thick and it's got big pockets and I really like it. Can we just admire how perfect that looks? Dude, I make really good omelets. I had some oranges, pistachios, sourdough bread with Kerrygold butter on the top. And then I just ate my brunch. This is a typical occurrence for me, that I'll make like a big meal during Logan's morning nap. If I'm not doing this is another thing we like to do sometimes in the morning. Rather than going to the coffee shop, we will go on a drive to the other side of town, pick up our tea to go, and get some bagels from Proper Bagel. So I'm bringing you along, kind of, for Logan's nap time. So we had spent a little bit of time outside, so he was kind of sweaty. So we sat down on the edge of the bed near the fan and he just kind of cooled off for his nap. Now, I just feel like all of this is so janky, but whatever. Still new mom life. And also he's safe and cozy anyways, but this is kind of what goes down for our naps, even though this is about to change because Logan's room is almost complete. So I'm super excited to share, but I wanted to share this because this has kind of been our routine for the last like 4 months. So I wrap him in his Ollie. I keep Logan on a baby monitor, so I keep an eye on him. And before I even leave, I stay in the room a lot of the times to make sure he's actually falling asleep, and I do laundry. So oftentimes laundry time for me now is like when Logan is falling asleep, or at least it has been. Like I said, this is all about to change, which is really sweet and sad, but we'll get to that in an upcoming video. By the way, this dress, which I got a ton of questions about on Instagram, is actually from Forever 21. I got it maybe like a year ago, and I love it. And also, I love that I actually did my hair on this day. It's very exciting times, even though sometimes I want to chop all of my hair off because Logan is officially in a hardcore grabby phase, very frequently ripping out chunks of my hair. It's a difficult life, guys. Can you believe I got that on camera? I was very excited. At this point, which was like mid-afternoonish, it was time for my outfit change. I actually joke that I do an outfit change every day in like the mid-afternoon because my first outfit is usually covered in some kind of like junk from Logan, / I tend to wear more like, I don't know, like dresses, jeans in the first part of my day. And then when I want to get my workout in later, I tend to change into something more like this. So I put on my new little outfit, and then it was time for me to pump. So I'm experimenting with a different set of cushions right now, but these cushions, when I wear them, the way that we got it to work is by actually taking some sandpaper, or Dan did this, and he sandpapered the inside of the breast shields so that it holds the cushion better, because breast milk is really oily, and then washing it with water, like if any water is still there, the pieces can kind of slip apart. So that is what the rough texture is on the inside. I'll be talking all about my LV in detail in an upcoming review video that I'll be doing comparing my LV to my Spectra. So at this point, I needed to just do a good like 15-minute downstairs cleaning redo. I've mentioned this before. Sometimes I will literally set a timer, or as opposed to thinking of like, do I have time to do cleaning? Like maybe if I don't specifically set the timer, I just think of it as a short, quick thing. I tell myself, just put in a couple of minutes. It doesn't even matter how good you do it or how much you can get done. Just do a quick swish and swipe, in the words of the Fly Lady, which I realize I'm not using that little phrase that she has appropriately, but I've mentioned this before as well. I've kind of adapted that mentality of like, just do something quick. Like a half done job still blesses the home, and it's still better than nothing. So I did a quick 15-minute swish and swipe on my downstairs floor, or level, I mean the downstairs level of my house. I actually ran out of my household cleaner while I was cleaning, so I made a new batch of one of my favorite all-purpose cleaners, and this is Thieves. It's essential oils based, and it's actually sold by Young Living, which I am a distributor of. If you ever have any questions about Thieves or essential oils, feel free to send me a DM on my oils Instagram. By the way, I pumped while I did this clean, and this was my harvest. I love my So much. So So now we're checking in with my seedlings upstairs. My tower garden has kind of been neglected for the last couple of months. And so recently I've been trying to work towards kind of getting back on track. So I have some seedlings growing for my tower garden right now. So I have a mini fridge upstairs in that room as well. And so that's actually where I store my breast milk. By the way, my next tea talk is my 6-month breastfeeding update. So that video will hopefully be up soon. Also, if you hadn't seen this painting of Logan yet, my parents got this for us. It's so beautiful and so lifelike, and I will link the information of the friend who painted this for us down below if you are interested in having a painting made for you or your family or someone you love. So as you saw when I was pouring out my breast milk, I had an abundance at this point, which was a great feeling because anytime I can get breast milk into the freezer for when Logan is going through a growth spurt or whatever, because since I'm not nursing, he can't just like suck more out of my boob. I've got to have the milk on reserve. So today was an exciting day because I got to put a bag in the freezer. Party time. So once I did that, I decided that my fridge needed a little bit of a clean out. I needed to kind of take everything out, give it a wipe down. I don't actually think I took everything out, but it was kind of like that swish and swipe concept. I just needed to kind of resituate my fridge. So that is what I did next. So I mentioned that I'm trying to get my tower garden situation in order. And so on this day, one of the things that really needed to be done for it was a kind of deep clean. I say the word deep hesitantly because, guys, for the third time, that whole swish and swipe concept, even when I try to really make things clean, I'm just not that good of a cleaner. So that concept I kind of have to always keep in my head because I'm not that great of a cleaner in the first place. So I don't want to beat myself up about it. So I just remind myself, hey, you're doing what you can with the time you have. And so that's what I did with the tower garden on this day. I just gave it a nice quick wipe down. And then by this point, it was actually time to pump again. Okay, we've got some random Logie shots. He has been spending a lot of time on his play gym lately, but I still love having him next to me in his doona sometimes when I'm cooking. And so Dan has actually been saving bacon grease from when we make bacon, and he wanted to try deep frying some vegetables in the bacon grease, which is super crazy sounding and not something I ever thought that I would be cooking in my home. But I was down, so I cut up some Brussels sprouts for Dan. By the way, in the meantime, Dan had made asparagus deep fried in the bacon grease, and it was so good. We dipped it in some garlic aioli and I can't even explain. Oh, by the way, I was actually making red wine, mushroom, garlic, onion, cheesy risotto while Dan was doing that. So I sauteed my mushrooms and I think my Brussels sprouts as well and my onions. I might have started with some Brussels sprouts in this now that I'm thinking back. I tend to alter my recipes a lot. You guys already know that, but the gist is always the same. So once I got the bulk of my veggies stir-fried, I added in the arboria, I think that's how you say it, rice. And then I slowly kept adding broth like you do with risotto, stirring it up, adding a little more broth, stirring that up. Then I added a little bit of red wine. I love cooking with wine in general. And then I continued to add veggie broth and then just would stir it, add veggie broth, stir it. And then I decided that a scoop of this pepper that I bought because of the Pioneer Woman, and I think mentioned in a recent Day in My Life video, would sound good in this. So I added a scoop of that and then just continued to make the risotto. By the way, the garlic that I'm squishing in this dish is garlic from our garden. I'm so excited. And now we're actually getting ready to plant the next round of garlic, which is so crazy. And garlic takes like 9 to 10 months to grow. And so I can't believe we're back here doing it round 2. Then I was very lucky, guys, because I got to cook the rest of my meal with my baby. That is Dan, by the way, deep frying the Brussels sprouts. At the end, I added goat cheese into the risotto once it was like done cooking. I also chopped up a bunch of chives from my tower garden upstairs, and that was our meal. I didn't get a shot of the Brussels sprouts when they were done, but just imagine like deep fried Brussels sprouts. They were as good as they sound, and I also made more aioli for that as well.
Ma.
Na, na, na.
Ma.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na, na.
Oh, ma.
Na, na, na.
Ma.
Na, na, na.
Ma.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na, na.
Mama.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na.
Ma.
Na, na, na.
Ma. Mama.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na, na, na.
Mama.
Na, na.
Mama.
Na, na.
Mama.
Na, na, na.
Mama. Mama.
Na.
Mama.
Na, na, na. Na.
Mama.
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not expect this to go on for this long, buddy. Mama loves you. Oh. Wow, look at you go. Wow. So cool.
So guys, that is the end of this video. If you missed any of my last videos, here they are on the screen. Don't forget to check my info box for today's semi-secret, but not actually secret because I'm telling you about it right now, giveaway. And I will hopefully see you guys back here soon with my 6-month breastfeeding update. I can't believe it's been 6 months. Holy Toledo. All right, bye guys.